So today's focus is what I wanted it to be on what inspires you, what drives you, what motivates you. So, and the whole movement today will be posture alignment. And yes, it will definitely be Pilates base, all backside, really focus on stability, grounding, really stable exercises. We're not going to be doing a lot of balancing today. To really tapping into the entire backside of the body. Yes, it's going to involve a lot of shoulders today. So I have a lot of modifications for you if you have shoulder things going on. The biggest thing is to not use weights, or maybe the band is even too much for you with the shoulders. So maybe you just do your arms today, whatever movement we're going to do, just listen into your body and just be mindful with that. I think that's that for now. I'll shout out the modifications as we progress in this. So let's all come to a seat and we're gonna start here. So bringing that awareness, that attention of what drives you, what motivates, what grounds you, what brings you joy in your life. So is that, every morning waking up, your routine in the morning, your coffee, your if there's something that makes you feel motivated and grounded to start your day, or if it's going for a walk in nature, or simply the things in life, what we do for our jobs, for pleasure, for anything, what drives you, what brings you that happiness. So as we sit here, we'll just start closing our eyes. I just want you to focus on maybe a couple of things, or even just one thing that really sparks your life, that brings a lot of joy into your life. We'll just focus on that. Let's just sit here and take a nice deep breath. Just visualize those things, and maybe you don't have them right now in your life. Maybe that's something we're reaching for. And so visualization is a really, really helpful thing we can do in our lives to kind of create that reality for ourselves, to bring those things into our lives. So we'll focus on our breath and just focus on that thought or that one thing that really brings us joy, or a few things. Good. And as we settle down, sorry, I was a little anxious this morning, so getting all this stuff together. So let's just ground ourselves, grow nice and tall through your spine, take some nice deep breaths. And just feel a wave of calmness flowing through the body as you settle into your mats, as we settle into this practice. So just nice deep breaths. Good. And just bringing those visualizations to your awareness. What sparks joy in your life? Maybe it's a grandbaby, your children, family gatherings that we've been missing so much right now. Hopefully we'll have soon. Any of those things. And just feeling the chest rise and fall, the belly rise and fall. And bringing calmness into the body. We'll take about 5 more breaths. It'll just be a short little bit this morning. I'm trying to find that relaxation in the mouth and the jaw. If you're feeling any tension in the body, I know we went fast and furious into this, so just calm, let everything relax. And just one more breath. Breathe in that joy, that warm feeling. Good, and sigh it out. Let's go ahead and open your eyes. We'll start to just give our shoulders like just a little shrug, down and up, down and up. And you can keep your eyes closed too if you'd like. Good. Good. And then just forward and back. Forward and back. Kind of like a little rainbow here. Forward and back. Nice. So there'll be 4-point parts to this movement today. Definitely the Pilates style that you guys are used to if you've taken my classes. But it's definitely going to be more structured as far as really focusing on that whole back body. Good. So let's go big circles. Warming through those shoulders. We're just going to focus on this upper body for right now, sitting really tall. You can always sit on a pillow. Oh, that's another thing we'll need eventually is a pillow. That's okay. When we get there, you guys can grab it or grab it off your couch. Let's go 3, for 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and take our hands to our shoulders. Nice big shoulder rolls. This one just kind of gets all the little kinks out of those shoulders. You might feel a little bit of snapping, cracking. I definitely feel it in mine. Nice. And let's go the other direction. Nice big circles. Really bringing those elbows together if you can. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Let's bring those arms down to your sides, palms facing in. Let's just open and close, working those rotator cuffs, squeezing those elbows in, really aligning through the spine. That core is definitely part of your posture. So we want to connect with the core, hence Pilates. Pilates is all about posture alignment. That's why it's my favorite form of movement. Really squeeze those posterior deltoids. Go working into those rotator cuffs. Let's go 3, for 2. We'll come on in, and 1 right here. We're going to lift our arms and bring them back down. So just working through the shoulder girdle, really keeping those shoulders in their sockets, strong through your belly as we sit here. Let's go 2, and 1. We hold it up. Let's open and close. Squeeze the scapulas together and bring those arms together. Nice squeeze them back. Keep those shoulders down. Go just becoming aware of our shoulder alignment. And also if there's cranky shoulders going on, just being aware of those sensations and how they're feeling and respect them. Go to open up here. We're going to bring those arms down and up, your range of motion, whatever works for you. Coming as far down as you can, coming as far back as you can. Solid through the belly, solid through the shoulders. Ribs are knitted down. I know they want to flare a little bit here. Good windshield wipers right here. Keeping the shoulders down. Just dangling at so it's strong in the upper. It's really loosey-goosey in the lower. Good, that lower forearm. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Let's just rotate. Nice and slow. If this is hard on the shoulders, feel free just to bring your hands down and you can just take a rotation. That's totally fine. Good. Using your breath. Exhale, getting that twist. Let's go 1 more time the other direction. Beautiful. Bring it center. Roll the shoulders back. Shake it out for just a second. Good. Pronation, supination. We're going to bring those arms up. You're going to pop the shoulders back and pop them out of the sockets. Good. Good. Retract, and then bring them out and pull them back. Good. Pull them back. Good. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, keeping the shoulders down. Good. Let's go. 5 and 4. Retract. For 3, for 2. Hold it back. Sit up nice and tall. Arms are going to come overhead. Now, if this is challenging for you, let's bring your arms nice and wide. Mine are a little bit cranky, so we're going to come down and lift. Down and lift. If you can come up here, that's fine. You might need to come a little bit wider. So lift and lower. Let's go 2 and 1. Hold them in the sockets. Beautiful. Bring those arms down. Good. Shake those shoulders out. Nice. I know just that alone really warms them up. So we're going to take a little ballet movement here with the arms. Arms, fingertips come together. We're going to open, squeeze, and come together. Really solid through those shoulders. So everything we do today is going to compound on itself. We're going to do a lot of variations of similar things that attack the same muscle group. Good. So you're going to get all those different angles. At any point, if you need to take a break, please do. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Really getting those scapulas to really come together. Squeeze and come forward. Nice. You guys keep going. We'll do this a few more times. Getting warm. A few more times. In and out. Squeeze. Good. Really pulling them back for 3, for 2. Right here, little pulse, so squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So we're right here, really squeezing those shoulder blades back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the shoulders for just a second. We have one more variation. Palms facing each other. We're gonna press forward, elbows back. So if you can see me from a side. So instead of, actually, no, sorry, palms face down. We just did something similar. Palms face down, squeeze, and come forward. Squeeze, good. Shoulders should be chatty, I know it. Let's go 4. For 3. For 2, hold it back right here, baby. Pulse, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, roll those shoulders. Nice work. Let's come up and over. Side body stretch. Nice and up and over the other side. We'll do that one more time. Moving through that spine. Good, up and over. Beautiful, sit it up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back, good. Let's go ahead and grab your bands. If this gets too cumbersome, ditch the band. You don't absolutely need it. Just work with it to start, see if that works for you. Pretty wide grip, so grab a hold of your band. We're gonna come up and over. See if you can come all the way back. And then up and over, forward. Good, and you can always, I didn't say this to begin with, but if you wanted to sit into a chair, if this is too much on your back, you can always sit in a chair and do all of these same movements too. Good, forward and back. And if your range of motion is here, then that's okay. So be where you're at today. Good. Let's go 2. This last one, hold it back, hands to the floor, open your heart for just a moment for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back up. Now the band is going to come slightly behind your head. We're going to pull one side down. Good, just the one side for a few. So the band is kind of behind my head. If it's a little bit above your head, you might hit your head with the band. So do whatever's best for you. Good. So isolating that one time, I really want you to squeeze the scapulas back here. Good for 2. And 1 other side, let's go right into it. If you want more resistance, you can choke up on the strap. If you want less, you can also ditch the strap. Go, let's go for 4 or make it lighter. For 3, for 2, we're gonna go both. And 1, now the band's gonna go behind your neck and lift. Down and lift really solid through those arms. You can always do this without the band. Good, actually may be a little bit easier in certain regards. You have that resistance assisting you, but be mindful with that. Make it more that effort working into those shoulder blades. Nice, for 4. For 3, for 2, and when we hold it up, let's hinge at the waistline. If you notice my arms are up, they are not what's moving, it is my waistline moving. Let's go a few times, working that core, those obliques. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come center, go, shake those shoulders out. Lengthen those legs out into saw. So feet are flexed, modifiers right here, bend your knees, totally fine. Take a pretty wide grip here. We're gonna rotate, rolling to that pinky, and then rolling the spine up, bringing the arm all the way back, rolling down. So modifiers, if you are simply just here, that is okay. All right, if that's what works for you, or you can do the same thing, rolling forward with those bent knees. Otherwise, flat legs, flexed feet, rolling through that, working. This is all about posture here. Good, rotating, strong through the belly. Good, let's go 2. Last time, stack it on up, beautiful, shake those shoulders out. You can always sit on a pillow too, and any of these movements, if you wanna sit in a chair and do all of the same stuff we're doing, please do. So band right below or underneath the feet, Go ahead and choke up pretty well in the band. We're gonna point and flex. Good, point and flex. Good, and if you wanna sit in a chair, you can do this with your feet extended, the same thing. All of the same movements. Good, let's go forward for 3, for 2, and 1. Flex your feet, choke up real nice and tight. You might even wrap your arm around the band. Make sure that it's not too tight. I don't want to snap it on you. Let's come into a row. So we're sitting up really tall. That whole belly is firmed. And that whole spine is long and tall. Squeeze and squeeze. I do want a good amount of resistance here. And I really want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. I want this to be about deep awareness, deep mindfulness of what our bodies are doing. Making sure that our shoulders are back, that we're really paying attention to our form. Squeeze, nice. You are welcome to bend your knees too. If that feels better for you, that might take a lot of resistance out of the low back. If that is a tight area for you, which it is for a lot of people. So just be mindful. Good. Let's go 4. For 3, so this is a low row, keeping those elbows nice and tight. For 2, let's pulse it right here. Little pulses, good. So this first part is going to be real stable, real controlled. We'll have a little bit more spicy segment at the very end of class. Little pulses, squeeze. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to alternate. Bring both arms forward, alternate. Actually, let's just do one side. One side, you're going to notice your obliques firing. Good, on that opposite side to stabilize this movement. Palm faces up, row squeeze, nice. Breathe, let's go 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it back right here, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Other side goes right into it. Let's row, squeeze, and squeeze. And squeeze. Nice control, elbows tucked, shoulders backing down. Is that belly firmed? The belly has to be engaged for that low back not to be chatty here. So really engage it, really long through the spine, bending those knees or coming into a chair if this is really uncomfortable, or a pillow. Let's go 5, for 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Little pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward. High rows here. So if you need to lighten your grip, that's okay. Pulling back. And if this is too much, you might just consider coming a little bit lower or staying with the low row. Squeeze and squeeze. Good. You could always do this here as well with just the arms. Good. So just being mindful of those things. Good. Squeeze, really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Using your breath, exhale, keep those shoulders down. Let's go 4. For 3, we pulse it back. For 2, right here, little pulses, and pulse, and pulse. For 5, for 4, so this looks familiar, right? That first thing we did in the beginning in our warm up. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms forward, single arm, let's go. Good, squeeze. I want you to be feeling these tomorrow. We get lots of repetition in today. Breathe, squeeze. Let's go 4, for 3, for 2. Let's hold it, just hold this one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it forward, other side, right into it. Good, finding that goalpost position. Solid through your belly, squeeze those scapulas together. Good, let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Forward fold real quick, shake it out, pedal those legs for just a second. Release the spine, lovely. Take that band, bring your feet to the earth, band into the hands. Let's find a lat pull. So you are welcome to come into a chair once again if this doesn't feel good. We're going to hinge back, solid through the belly. You can also use a little ball at the low back right here. So you might consider doing that. I'll just hang out here since I put it there. We're leaning back, arms up. Let's lat pull, squeeze. So your belly has to fire here. Another option right here. Come to a seat. Work in this upright position of those lat pulls. Totally fine. So if you like that idea of that little ball, it feels really nice. Good. So lat pulls. My belly is still engaged. I'm not totally relying on that ball. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Breathe. Your resistance is your choice. You can come really choke up on that band, or you can make it fairly easier. Good. We're pulling away. Squeeze. Elbows down. For 4, we're going to pulse. And 3, is that belly turned on? For 2, I'm a little shaky here. Little pulses and pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round it in. Beautiful. Shake that out. Nice work. Ball in between the thighs. Stick them in there. You don't have the ball, don't worry about it. It's not critical. Band aside, go ahead and grab your big dumbbell. So whatever one that is just a single one, you can also use 2 small ones if you prefer that. That's totally fine. Let's come onto our backs. I think that's what I wanted to do next. Yeah. So let's roll it down. Let's bring those heels in nice and tight towards your glutes. The ball is right in between. You're going to bring that weight up towards the sky at any time. If you want to ditch the weight and just do the arms, that's okay. So little squeezes with that ball. We're just here. Weight to the ceiling. Shoulders pull down towards the earth. Really solid through your belly. You're just squeezing that ball right now. Engaging into that pelvic floor. Neutral spine. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to roll our pelvis up 1 vertebra at a time, lifting, lifting, lifting. Shoulder blades are on the ground, lift nice and high. And then rolling the spine on down. So option, if you want to put your hands on the floor and not use the weight, that's another option here. So rolling your spine up, rolling your spine down, just giving you those options. Good. Rolling up. That ball is there for that inner thigh activation, so I want you to squeeze it. Good. Rolling up. 1 more time. Roll it down. Roll it up. Here we go. Hold it. Let's pulse the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really firing into the backside. This is all posterior chain. Squeeze your buns. Yes, those hamstrings are firing, but I want the glutes firing first. Let's go 5, 4 with the squeezes. 3, 2, we pulse it with the hips. We pulse. Hold the squeeze and pulse the hips. So the hips are gonna lift and lift and lift. We're not coming all the way down. For 5, for 4, for 3, keep the hips lifted. Weight time. The weight is gonna come over your head. Tap the floor if you can, and right back up. If the weight doesn't work for you, drop the weights. You can do it with just your arms. This works into those serratus muscles that wrap around the side body. They pull your scapulas into place. It's one of the only forward moving, chest moving exercises that really actually targets the back side of the body. So keep the ribs down, keep those hips lifted. We're just staying in our bridge. Arms reach overhead. Back up really solid. If you have a 12 pound, you're gonna start feeling these pretty quick. Or maybe even an 8 or a 10. Good, just depending on where you're at. Good. Maybe those muscles haven't fired in a little bit. Good. Pulling over. Let's go 3. Slow and controlled. This is not about speed. Hopefully your glutes are firing here. For 2. And 1. Weight to the sky. Here we go. We hinge. Down and up. No articulation. Lift and lower. The weight just stays to the sky. And we lift. And we lift. I want those buns firing. I want you to feel it. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis, ribs knit down. Let's go 4. For 3, for 2, hold it up. We squeeze, we squeeze, we squeeze. For 5, we're just squeezing that ball for right now. Little squeezes in. For 4, 3, 2, we pulse. Hips pulse. We lift, we lift, we lift. If you need to set your hips down at any point, you can. Try to bear through this with me, really squeezing your buns. For 4, 3, 2, lift your hips. Now just the weight goes. just the weight. We're going to do this 3 times, and then we're switching it up to another variation. Really solid through the core, weight goes overhead, working into those serratus muscles. Keep your ribs down. Really, when the bell goes over your head, make sure those ribs are knitted down. You're going to feel that pull underneath the armpits. I want you to feel that whole side body firing and turned on. Good, let's go for 3. For 2, we have 1 more hinge. And 1, hips up and down. Here we go, lift and lower. Those buns should be firing. Make sure your weight is into your heels. If you're feeling it too much in the hamstrings, bring those heels closer. Squeezing that ball, lifting and lowering. Really solid through the belly. Let's go 4, 3, 2, hold it up right here, squeeze it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, pulse it for me, little pulses, pulse, we lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your bridge, now the weight, here we go, last 10, breathe, and 9, keep the ribs down, that is really important here, to make sure we're not flaring the ribs, then we're taking over with different muscles, that's not the point. Good, really keeping those ribs down, keeping your belly firm, keeping those hips lifted as high as you can. Good, I think you have like 5 more left. For 5. Good, high repetitions today. For 4 and 3, keep the hips lifted, keep that ball squeezed. For 2 and 1, beautiful, roll your spine down. You can bring the bell down towards your sides. Let's go ahead and, actually, I changed my mind. Let's keep the ball where it's at. We're going to lift our legs into a tabletop. That's what I wanted to do. Good. So, legs to a tabletop, weight back up to the sky. With just the weight now, the legs aren't involved other than they're floating here. Yes, they are still involved. You're squeezing that ball. But now we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the core. So legs at tabletop, you can always do this with your feet on the floor. Let's bring that weight overhead and back to the sky. Now keep your spine intact with the floor. Good. Make sure those shoulders are pressing into the floor. Maybe that weight's getting heavy. That's the point. I want this to be a challenge. I want you to get to that cusp that you're like, oh, I probably want to stop doing this pretty soon. Good, breathe. Keeping those ribs down, really solid. Now, if you would like to increase this with me, as the weight comes down, tap your toes, lift them back up. Let's add the core. You don't have to add that element. Make sure when your toes are tapping that your spine is not lifting. Imprint it in the floor. Engage. You got this. Let's go 5 more. For 5. Ooh, and 4. For 3. For 2. Last one. Good. Bring it on down. Let's take the ball away. Good. Keeping that weight in your hands. We're going to bring your legs back to a tabletop position. Now reaching that weight to the sky, if that feels okay. Otherwise, just ditch it. Peel the shoulder blades off the mat. We're going to extend one leg and then the other leg. If this doesn't work, go ahead and bring your head down towards the floor. That's totally fine. Reach. And reach, pulling in through the core. Shoulders are in your socket. So we're holding that weight in the sky. If that doesn't work for you, just ditch it. That's okay. Good. Let's go a few more here. Solid through the belly. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. One more set of bridges. This one's going to bring our weight on our hips. So weight on hips here. Ankles in. Relax the upper body. We lift and lower. Good. Let's dive in. Little finisher here. Just 20 bridges. Lift and lower. Solid. Pulling those knees in towards each other. Really squeeze your backside. Good. Lift. And lift. You can just press into that weight just so it doesn't move. Stays in place. Squeeze your buns. Let's go for 10 more for 10. Keep those legs closer together for 9 and 8 for 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse it for me, last 10, 9, 8, right at the top, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Roll your spine down. Set that big weight aside, hug your knees into your chest. Lovely, let's rock and roll. Grab the backs of your thighs. Create a little rock and roll, or however you can get forward. Nice, cross your legs, we're gonna come forward into some scapular push-ups. So we're gonna come onto all fours. If all fours doesn't work for you, I want you to come up to a chair and you'll do all of the movements we're gonna do here with the scapulas. So retraction, protraction. You can step back as well, retraction, protraction. As we increase, you can always just stay here, straighten and bend when we get into these different movements. Okay, let's all come to the floor or the chair, your choice. Knees right underneath the hips. Let's take a few cat-cows wherever you're at. If you're on the chair as well, you can do that here. So just move through your spine a few times. Good, and then find a nice neutral position. We're gonna lift your left leg and just wag the tail a few times. Good. If you're just on the chair, wag your tail nonetheless. Good, and lift the other leg side to side. Don't get dizzy here. Let's go 2 and 1, lovely. So here we are. Hands underneath the shoulders, wrap the biceps inwards. So these biceps wrap inwards, shoulders in your sockets. Here we go. Just 10 times. Retraction, protraction. Good. So the arms stay straight. Good. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together, press away. Be mindful and deliberate. Pull the belly in. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it right here. Tuck your toes under. So if you're on the chair, same thing, kind of plank position. We're going to lift the knees and lower. Lift the knees and lower. So for the chair position, I just want you to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten, okay? Otherwise, you guys keep going on that floor, lift and lower. We're pulling into that core. Good. This is amazing for the back side of the body. Strong through your belly. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it right here. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, cat-cow. Lovely. Next round, we're coming to our forearms in a modified plank position. If you're on that chair, you're welcome to come onto your forearms, or you can stay on your hands. Bringing those hips forward. We're now in a modified plank. Our knees are on the floor. Retraction, protraction. Same thing for 10, for 9. Solid. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Good. I think we have about 5 more left. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. We're going to lift into a full plank. Knees tap. They lift just for 10. For 9, come along with me. Push through it. 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Come to your belly. Find a Sphinx pose, or you can press back if you're on the chair. Whew, lovely job. Good. Press it back for just a really quick child's pose. You can come back to the same one we were doing, or be right here on the knees, retraction, protraction. If you're feeling zesty today, come into a full plank. 8, 10 times, retraction, protraction. Let's go for 10. For 9, same thing. If you're on that chair or a wall, right here, okay? Be mindful where you're at. You guys probably have 5 more left. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, hold it right here, just hold. For 10, for 9, 8, 7, drop those hips, minor lifting, belly's engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, press it back, child's pose, beautiful work. Nice job. Now, if you are on the chair, we are going to come to our bellies, so go ahead, we're gonna lay ourselves down. I think that's what's next, yes, okay. So, think, yes, I'll just lay facing directly towards you. I think you can still see my legs here. So hands in a, put myself back, hands in a goalpost position. I want your forehead on the floor, and you're just gonna lift the arms and bring them back down. Lift the arms, bring them back down. So if this bothers your shoulders, bring your arms back and lift this way. Your head will stay on the floor. All right, so first variation is right here. Head on the floor, lift and lower. Squeeze the scapulas back. Let's go forward, lengthen the body. Solid through the core still for 3. For 2, we're gonna lift our head now. Hold your arms up. Hold, 3, 2, and 1, bring them down. Let's lift our head and our arms at the same time and come back down. Lift, we're still in that goalpost position. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe for 4 and 3. For 2, we're gonna come up and change things up. Arms reach, come back to goalpost, come back down. We lift, we reach. So if you need to just be back here, just hang out here today, that's okay. Good, everyone has different limitations with their shoulders, breathe. Working into that extension, reach out, keep your gaze downwards, lift, reach out, come down. Let's go one more time, lift, come out and down. Let's make a pillow real quick. Bend the knees, crisscross the ankles. We're gonna do all of that together with the legs lifting. So you can continue with one of the variations or with the whole variation. So arms to a goalpost. Gaze looks down. Everything lifts, arms reach, come back and down. We lift, come out, come back and down. Strong belly, you got it for 3 and 2, and 1, lovely. We're gonna take a scorpion, take a goalpost, not a goalpost, arms out to a T, lift your left leg, come around. You're gonna roll onto that shoulder real quick. You can rest your head down for just a second. Take a breath. Nice job. Good, we'll come to the other side, rolling onto that shoulder, kickstanding, cheek down, opening the hip. Solid job, nice work. Good. And we'll come back down to our bellies. Instead of doing the one with the pillow, we're gonna do just a quick little bit on our bellies, just for time's sake. Forehead down. We're gonna lift opposite legs, so nice lift. I'm gonna lay myself this way so you can see a little bit better. So opposite leg, keeping the spine long and strong, keeping the legs perfectly straight. Let's activate into those glutes. Your gaze is down. Make sure your forehead's just resting. Your upper body is really relaxed. And let's go slow, really lifting that leg. See how high you can get it. Squeeze into your buns. Make sure it's not the low back, that it's your glutes. Good, let's go for 4 and 3. For 2 and 1, we're gonna do both legs lift. If you wanna alternate, that's okay. Lift. And lift strong, strong buns for 5. For 4, for 3, and 2. We're gonna hold it up right here, hold. Let's swim it out, swim, swim, swim for 10, for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Let's press it back, child's pose, very nice. Good. Roll it on up. You're going to come back to our knees. We are going to come to the chair in a moment, but grab hold of your strap, lay it out. You're going to put your left knee on the strap. If the strap doesn't work for you, you're just going to move with your arms, okay? So both hands down, one knee. So make sure same hand, same knee with the strap. So keeping both knees on the floor, we're going to reach, come out, come forward and in. Reach, come out, forward and in. If that doesn't work, for your arms without the band. Good, squeeze the scapulas. Breathe just a few times. Let's go 4. Good for 3. Breathe for 2. Reach, hold for 5. 4, 3, 2. Bring it on in. We're going to take the opposite leg and reach. Press and reach. Strong bellies here. Reach. Let's go 5. For 4, 3, 2. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Beautiful. Let's just switch sides. Once again, that chair is right there for you on those all fours. So go on to the other side. If you want to be right here, that is fine. Same thing. You can keep your legs on the floor. Those are options. All right, other side, we're gonna go dive right into it. It's not a long rep range. I'm gonna move myself so I have the space. Both knees stay on the floor. Make sure you're not too tight with the band. Out, forward, in. Breathe. Good, reach. Really working through that shoulder blade. Doing what works for you. Strong through your belly. Let's hold in 2. One more time. Good, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it forward. Other leg extends. In and out, reach. And reach. Breathe. Solid through the belly for 5 and 4, 3, for 2 and 1. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Lovely. Take a couple cat-cows. Shake out the wrist. Band just to the side. Excellent. All of us are coming to a chair. So go ahead. I think I'm fine here. So I'm gonna take the chair. We're gonna do some booty work. It taps into the whole back side. So yes, it's gonna be very similar to bar style training. If you've ever taken a bar class, you'll know it. It feels, all right, I'm gonna pivot myself here. Okay, so hands on the chair, you can be here as well. Let's start, I'll do the leg closest to you guys. So you can start with your right leg, the one that's closest to me. Let's press back. So we're in like a really modified plank kind of, or hover position here. Soft bend in the standing leg. Really long through that whole spine. Shoulders back and down. If you want your fingertips here, you can also come higher and be here, okay? So pay attention to where your body needs to be. Press. Pull that belly in. You're donkey kicking. This is deliberate and meaningful here. Working into that booty. Nice. Press. Those hips are square. So make sure you're not here. We're not all wonky. Make sure we're here. A lot of this type of work gets real goofy with the body. Our body's like, what's going on? I don't know what alignment, what I'm supposed to do. So really pay attention to your alignment here. Press. Let's go 4, for 3, for 2. Let's lengthen up, let's lift and lift. I need to incorporate this more in the Pilates classes. Maybe it'll inspire me to do more of this stuff. Lift, lift. We could do a bar class. Lift, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Keep the knee up there. Work into that booty. Go work in that whole back side. That whole posterior chain has to fire here in this position. That core has to be turned on. Let's go for 2 and 1. Point your toes, little circles. Square those hips. Are they wonky here? Make sure they're squared for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction, little circles. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on in. Pedal it out. Let's step back for a moment. Press the chest down. Pedal the legs out. Beautiful. We have one more side. Nice work. Good. Roll it forward. Here we are. Flat spine. Press the booty back. So nice and long. Nice and tall. I don't think I'm going to kick anything. Good. In and out. Press. I'll come back here. Press. Keeping those hips nice and stable. Really strong through your belly. Shoulders in your sockets. Make sure we're not here. Make sure we're really lengthening, pulling back, really focused on that posture. Good, press. Those hips are in alignment. Do you have a soft bend in the standing leg? Good, let's go for 5. Press. For 4, be deliberate with your glutes. For 3, nice work, everyone. For 2, good, I know I'm so serious sometimes. Let's lift and lift and lift. Good. Serious matters here. Going on, lift and lift and lift. Strong booties. 5, 4, 3, 2, we bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Good, I'm gonna move myself here. Bend and straighten, bend, pulling the belly in. We're nice and flat. Make sure we're not arcing here. We're really flat. Good. Bend and straighten. Nice work. Strong, strong spine. Let's go 5. For 4, 3, 2, right here. Lengthen, point your toes. Circle, circle, circle. Work into the buns. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. Good. I'll do these tonight in my Pilates class. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Bring it in. Press it back. Really press the booty back. Press the chest down towards the earth. Nice work. For 5, 4, pedal those legs. For 3, 2, and 1. Roll your spine. Step forward, roll it on up. Beautiful job. All right, shake that out. Go ahead, grab some water real quick. We are gonna go over time a little bit because we started a little bit late. So we're gonna just tackle this last segment. If you need to tap out, do so. I totally get it. I do wanna get everything in though that I planned. So here we are. Set things aside you don't need. We're gonna just need your weights. Just the small ones. So whether that's 1, 2, or 3 pounds, nothing over 3, you won't need it, I promise. All right, come to the back of your mat. I'm gonna situate myself here. Good, I'm gonna actually pull this up just a smidge. So I'm a little bit higher on the screen. All right, so weights on your floor for right now, right in front of you. Toes forward. We're gonna do some roll downs. Shoulders back, stand up nice and tall. Tuck the chin gently, round through the spine, shoulders roll forward, all the way down towards the earth. Hands to the floor, soft bends in the knees, shift forward and back, roll yourself all the way back up. We're gonna do this just a few times. Roll the shoulders back, tuck the chin, roll the spine. Beautiful work, hands to the earth, shift forward and back, roll your spine up. Beautiful, one more time. Good, last time this way, rolling it down. Hands to the earth, shift forward and back, roll up your spine. Beautiful. Arms shoot overhead. Press your booty back, lengthen through that spine. Hinge, hinge, hinge until you can't go any more. Round your spine, roll it on up. We're gonna do this 3 times. Inhale the arms. Exhale, hinge. Press the booty back, soft bends in those knees. Strong through your core, round the spine. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's stop here though. Can we stop? Breathe. Can you pull the belly in? Can you be really, really strong through that spine? Good. 3, 2, 1. Drape it down. Roll it on up. Beautiful. Good morning time. Weights in hands. You can be right here, hinging if you would like. You can also be kind of at your shoulders or fingertips right behind the ears, right on that little dome or protrusion behind the ears. And we're going to hinge. You do not need to use the weights if you don't want to on this one. So hinge, it's going to, we're not pulling on our necks at all. That's not the point. My weights are really just in my arms. So if you want to be right here, modification, totally fine. All right, breathe. Let's go 4, for 3, for 2, feel the back side. And 1, bring it on up, lovely. Shake that out, nice. All right, what was the next thing? We can do, yes, the reverse flies, yep. I was just making sure I want to do it in the right order. So ankles underneath your hips, let's hinge. We're gonna do a reverse fly. Now if this doesn't work for you, ditch your weights, just the arms, is totally fine. If you want to come back here even, coming forward and back, that's okay. So we're going to dive into reverse flies, pull the belly in. We're just going to do this once. Squeeze. Good. If you need to come up a little bit higher, you can kind of do that here. Try to hinge if you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Another thing, you can bring the thumbs towards the sky and right back down. So we have options. Breathe, squeeze, and squeeze. Good. Any chatty shoulders, drop the weights. Breathe. Let's go for 5 and 4. Nice. For 3, for 2. Hold it up if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up. Left leg leads. Back. Back. Good. So we're going to press that leg back, squeeze the glutes. If you would like to hover without tapping your toes, that's fine. So we're hinging forward a little bit. Modifiers, what I'm doing. Shoulders pull back, or you hover. Squeeze that booty. Press back. Good. You got this. Not too many here. Let's go 5 more. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. We're going to hold it back. And 1 right here. Hold your heels up. We're in like a long lunge with the back leg lift, or back leg strong. We're going to bring the weights up. Come into a hinge, shoulders back and down. Good. We lift. Maybe your hinge is more mild than mine. Maybe you're just right here. And that's okay. Maybe you drop the weights. Good. Strong, strong core. This is amazing for the whole posterior chain, but be mindful with the body. Keep the chest open. Good. Last time right here, we pulse it back, back, back. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come up. You're going to pivot the back foot. So now we're in a wide external rotation with those legs. We're going to sink down. We lift. So those arms are pulling backwards. You're going to feel the scapulas rotating in place. Good. So we're right here. I'm nice and wide. Arms up. Really squeeze those shoulder blades back. This is slow and controlled. Good. Pressing those knees back. Maybe you're right here. Maybe that's as far down as you're going. That's totally fine. I'm going to pivot myself. Bring that tailbone down. Maybe you don't have the weights in your hands. Good. Strong belly. Squeeze. So I want to show you from a back point of view. Squeeze those shoulder blades all the way back down. So really being mindful with that. I don't know if you could see the scapula is kind of rotating a little bit there. Good. One more time. All the way up, all the way down. We're going to switch into lat pulls. Good work, everyone. Lat pulls. Here we go. Down and up. Pivot myself so you guys can all see. Good. Squeeze. Reach. If your shoulders are had enough, right here is fine. Good. Whatever you want to do, be deliberate with those thighs. Working those inner thighs. Those glutes are firing. Pressing those knees back. Make sure you're not here. I see this a lot. That is not what I want. I want this nice and wide so that the knees aren't going over the ankles. Protect your knees. Good. Let's go 2. And 1 right here. Pulse it for me. Woo. 3, 2. We're going to alternate. Reach. Once again, I'll pivot. I'll just pivot towards you guys. Reach. And reach. Let's go 4, or 3, 4, 2, and 1. Stand up here. Weights into your, it should be your left hand. You're going to pivot towards that front leg. I'm going to pivot myself. Forearm down. You're going to row. Press to the sky or just row. So if you want to be right here, that's fine. Last movement in this segment. And then we'll do the other side and then we'll stretch. Nice. Down and up. Row, squeeze. You don't even have to use a weight here if that's what works for your body. Strong through your belly. lift. Get that nice rotation, squeeze, lift. Keeping the weights tight to the body all the way up until you extend to the sky. Let's go 2, we're gonna hold this next one. Good, and 1, lift it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Step it forward, nice job. We are gonna go right into the other side, shake it out. Do what you gotta do. Here we go, right into it, press, and press, and press. I'm gonna face this way this time, and press, and press. Good, we're doing the opposite leg. Make sure we're on the opposite. Good. Feel free to find that balance if you like. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Maybe widen your stance a little bit. Hold it. We're gonna lift the arms. We're gonna hinge. Use your core, lift and hinge. Strong, strong bellies. Whole backside firing here. We hinge. That back heel is lifted. Holding it here, right here. Breathe, pull those shoulders back and down. Your gaze is forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms lift. We rotate. Here we go. Actually, arms down. We have one more set of these. So I'm facing the other way. Really squeezing those shoulder blades back. Getting that whole rotation in there. Good, breathe. We're so close. Strong booty, strong core. Let's go 3 and 2. Goal post, here we go. Pull it down, lat pulls. Down and up for 10. For 9, remember, right here if that's where you're at. Good, 8, 7, 6. Keeping that tailbone down, we're upright with our body. 3, 2, alternating, and 1, hold it here. Reach and reach. Good, just for 4. Good, and 3, down for 2. One more time, and 1. Lovely, hold it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, reach it up. Weights in probably your right hand. Come down with that other knee. So forearm down, lengthen through that leg. Right here or right here. Squeeze back, elbows stay tight. Good, reaching towards the sky. One weight or 2 or none. Good. Breathe, you got it. Nice job, everyone. Way to stick through. Good, let's go 2. Nice 1, let's hold it up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, stand it up, step it together. So good, set your weights down. Let's do a little stretch. I know we're running late, but that is okay if you're okay with it. Otherwise, get your stretch in if you need to leave. Good, let's just sway it out. Let the spine go. Nice job. Let's go 2 and 1. Good. Keep the feet wide. We're gonna just round down and roll up like a rag doll. I want it to be really mindful. And just let your spine go. And this next time, let's roll it down and just sway side to side. Beautiful work. Good, maybe a figure 8 here. And then find your way to stillness and just shake your head yes and no. Let it hang really heavy, all of that weight. Let it go. Your cervical spine should be thanking you. Just shake it yes or no. Good. Yes, unless you have, yes, indeed, vertigo issues, then be mindful with what you're doing upside down here. Roll your spine on up. Roll those shoulders back. Interlace your hands, pulling those shoulder blades down. Press those hips forward. Look towards the sky. Good. Let's step forward. Let's come to a seat. Go, bring the soles together, butterfly out. So good, everyone. Nice work, nice effort. Sorry, I rushed you through just a couple portions I wanted to spend more time with, but my time frame with movement is always off. I always want to do more. So it's just the nature of the beast. Cross your legs, sit up tall, grab a hold of your knee, look over your shoulder, get that nice twist. Growing really tall. Hopefully you guys are feeling really tall after that exercise or that movement. Good, all of that movement, all posterior chain. Switch the other direction, looking back behind you. Good, and then inhale. Let's dive forward, rounding over a ball. I do want you to round your whole spine here. Let your body just be hang over. Let your spine go. Take a breath. Side out. One more time. Side out. Good. Roll your spine on up. Stack your spine so very tall. Inhale the arms. Exhale. One more time. Hands to heart center. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for sticking through, for being here. We apologize for being late today. Yeah, you guys rocked it. I didn't get to see you personally because the computer is way too far away for me to really visualize and see what you're all doing, but I hope that my cues were good to get you guys rolling in the right direction. Hopefully in class, certainly I will, once we get back in the gym, we'll be able to pay a bit more attention to you guys personally, so which will be really nice. So if you guys want to unmute yourselves, feel free to do that. We can have a chat. And if you need to go, I totally understand.
Stephanie, I was so sore after Tuesday's class.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of.
Yeah, my buttocks were like, yeah, okay. I get that.
Was it in a good way?
Yeah, but it was significant.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Sometimes it's
like, yeah. No, I'm generally not somebody who gets very sore. So it was, it's like I must have really worked hard.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not in any pain, that's the key thing.
No.
Is it soreness or is it pain? So making sure it's the right direction. Perfect. Yeah, I noticed if I've done something really intense, I'll just the sitting on the toilet's always the funny part. It's like, oh
yeah,
my booty's really sore. Yeah. Always a reminder. It's a funny reminder. So
yeah, it is. Where did that toilet go? Oh, yeah, it's back there.
And I focus really, most everything I do is going to be a lot of posterior dominant movements because we need that so much. Most of our glutes don't fire properly. We have low back issues. We have the really weaker abdominals. And so a lot of us, including myself, I have more of that lordosis. It's getting better, but learning to not do this so much and pulling it in, working on really squeezing and activating through those glutes will really help. And all of this elongated stuff, that is all the rector spinae muscles that support your spine. Those are all of this stuff is why I do that. Or hinging really strengthens the whole back. So the more you do it, hopefully you won't be as sore next time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Yeah, and I'll be sending an email too. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming in. Doesn't look like anyone else wants to chat. So I will peace out and I will see you guys all next.
Okay.
All right. Bye.